Good evening, everybody. Welcome to your Ruben Amorim press conference reaction show. In tonight's show, we are going to react into Ruben Amorim's press conference and listen to what he's had to say about the Nottingham Forest game. Big up to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. While you're watching live, make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing to this YouTube channel, so I post plenty of Manchester United content. And I gave the thumbnail a refresh as well. I hope you like this new thumbnail, rather than just having the Manchester United logo. I got Ruben Amorim on it and the team we're playing. So yeah, I hope you like this new look thumbnail. But big up to every single one of you live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. Now, I do plenty of Manchester United content on here, so if you do enjoy Manchester United stuff, make sure you are hitting the subscribe button, and please subscribe as well to my Mr. Joshy J Football channel and F1 channel. Today I felt a little bit deflated after hearing the news about Charles Leclerc's penalty. I'm not going to lie, me being a Ferrari fan, this is a huge blow, honestly. Oh, dear me, dear me. It's like, all I want is a fair fight to the finish, man. Not it being decided by penalties and that. Oh, dear me, man. Oh, so annoying, man. But, yeah, let's get to the chat anyway. Good evening to you, Downnight 14. Good evening, mate. Tyrone is going back to Wonderfields now, mate. Yeah, I know. I watched it tonight. YT might send the police around utter Ronans that they are, mate. Yep. Big up, geezer. Make sure your stream isn't copyrighted. YouTube censor everything now. Yeah, it's a mess, isn't it, mate? An absolute mess. Yep, it is dying like 14. You know, final race of Mercedes. It's going to feel weird, I'm not going to lie. You know, Lewis Hamilton no longer being a Mercedes driver. I mean, what the actual fuck, man? It's a strange one, I'm not going to lie. But, you know, Ruben Amorim has done his press conference. Now, I did hear certain bits earlier on Sky Sports News, but I haven't listened to the whole press conference reaction. So, of course, and it's Portugal versus Portugal, because Ruben Amorim's Portuguese, and so is Nuno Espirito Santo. He's Portuguese as well. So the two Portuguese managers go toe-to-toe at Old Trafford. So that would make things very, very interesting. Do I think it'd be a tough game against Forest? Yes, I do. I don't think they'll make it easy for us. And they did miss loads of chances against Manchester City. I saw the highlights and that, and they missed quite a few opportunities against Manchester City. So it will not be easy for Manchester United this game, but am I confident we can get over the line? Yes, I am. But Manchester United, you know, they never make it easy for themselves, do they? I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? They never make it easy for themselves, Manchester United. But no matter how hard it gets supporting Manchester United, yeah, I will never turn my back on Manchester United, because I love my football club too much. So, yeah, right. Let's listen to what he's been saying. Should be very interesting. As already you can tell, Ruben Amorim's press conference reactions are a lot more exciting than what the Bald Frauds was, honestly. The Bald Frauds shows no personality whatsoever. But with Ruben Amorim, he does show personality. Are you sure you're not shadow banned? You have 1.4k subs and yet 50 people watch your video. Something doesn't add up, mate. I say it's YouTube keys. I know even my watch time hours have dropped, but the last few days they have increased, mate. So hopefully, I'm back on the right track to recovery. And also, my video views have been getting over 100 views the last couple of days again. So maybe I was shadow banned, but maybe my shadow ban is over, mate. But yeah, let's wait and see. Right, Ruben Amorim press conference. Here we go. Let's listen to this.
First of all, just
hold on.
Start with the sad news about Kath. She meant a lot to the people at this club. I know you've not been here a long time, but you'll be aware of her.
Oh, rest in peace to her. What a woman she was, honestly. Works at this football club for 56 years. Unbelievable. Rest in peace. She will be missed.
Yeah, you feel it today. It's a sad day. Everybody talks about Lady Cathy. I met her 7 years ago doing the internship. I was the lady behind the reception. And you feel it, the love, the way Darren Fletcher speaks about her. So it was a really important person here that represents everything this club is. The friendly, professional, taking care of everybody. So it's a sad day for us. Looking ahead to tomorrow's game, are there any players back or unavailable? We haven't heard about Victor Lindelof or Johnny Evans for a while. What's the situation with them? Johnny is still not.
Yeah, could well be the case, mate. Goldfish from my eyes are probably crying about your videos to YouTube, mate. Sadaks, get a grip. I mean, the fact that the views were low, but like I said recently, they have increased a bit again. So, and the subs have been going up a bit the last couple of days. So, hopefully, that's a good sign. That but yeah, it's weird. I just don't understand YouTube sometimes. I really don't.
Victor returned to training, but is not available for tomorrow. Maybe in the next game he'll be available. We Licha and Kobe Minu returning for the team, so we are prepared for the game.
Kobe Minu. I mean, I think we definitely missed his creative side against Arsenal, to be honest. I think Kobe Mainoo's playing very, very well. But he hasn't done so well this season, but he's always still given it 100%, Kobe Mainoo.
Ruben, it feels, first under Ruben, then under you, that the club's made progress. But when Eric lost at West Ham, they were 14th, and now you're 13th. Do you feel as though that the improvement's not being translated into positions on the table or results yet?
And it's hard because it's very competitive, this league, and change all the time with just one result. And sometimes when we are doing progress,
that's true. How tight things are. If you get a win, you move up the table. You lose a couple, you soon drop down again. That's how unforgiving the Premier League can be sometimes. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people.
You do so much, and then you see it just this kind of result, and we have to pass this phase. So I can feel it the same way, because before this Arsenal game, you guys were asking about the top four, and now we return to this position. So
the top four, we're not getting top four. I honestly believe this team is not good enough to get top four. I mean, let's get the narrative right here, people, yeah? Let's absolutely get it right. This team is not good enough to finish in the top four. It's as simple as that.
nowadays it's like that. You have to manage expectation, and at the same time, when you have a bad result, you have to be calm and continue to do the job that you are that we are doing.
Is that the key to it? Because tomorrow won't be an easy game, but you need a consistent run of results to go from 14, 13 to 12 to 6, 7, 8.
I think that is very clear. And if you see nowadays, in 1 week, you have 3 games that can change the image of the team, the perception of the team, and the team in the table. So in 1 week, you can change a lot. So it's like that. And we need to have consistency in the way we focus on the job, on training. And then the result you don't control, but you feel that you have to win like 3 matches to see a big gap.
Well, you can get results, but you have to perform well, don't you? So in some ways you can control it, but it depends how much you want it.
In the table.
Ruben, you make lots of changes from match to match so far, and obviously you've explained why. Are you any closer to understanding what your best lineup can be now?
More or less, yes. You have an idea, but then we have the problems that players returning without training, and then you have to manage the load. So we have also always the same problem, and then you have to imagine and to understand what kind of player you have. Like Bruno Fernandes, you feel it against Arsenal. In the end, he was a little bit tired, but you know that he is going to recover very well. If you think about Manuel Ugarte, I know him for so long. I know that sometimes he needs a little bit more time. So
Manuel Ugarte, now it's difficult with him at the moment to say whether it's going to work out or not, because you just don't know what to expect from him at the moment. Of course, I'm not going to throw him under the bus because he's new to the football club, so we're just going to have to wait and see what happens with Manuel Ugarte.
We are in that process to know the players and try to manage that.
They are in that process. It's a process. The same as what the bald rules used to like saying, but Ruben Amorim, he does say it on the odd occasion, but not so much as what the bald rules used to.
But we are getting closer to an idea, yes.
Ruben, so many games for you already, very little time on the training pitches, but have you been impressed with how significantly United have improved out of possession? And is that then the foundation for you to build on?
I think that is a key point for us. And we have to understand our supporters. Just in 2 weeks, in 4 matches, you can understand that they just want to see effort. In the first moment, they just want to see effort. Then they want to win games. And after a while, with effort in winning games, they will want to see a very dominant team. And then this is the phases that we have to follow. This one is the easy one, is that effort, full sprint back, full sprint forward. And that is a key point for us. So our focus is
effort. That's how you win games. Absolutely. I completely agree with you.
A lot on that.
Every defeat can be a win if you turn it into a lesson. So what were the big ones you guys extracted from that Arsenal game?
It's really hard. I don't like. I learn the same, I think, with wins because I'm really focused on the performance. I learned a lot against Everton. We won 4-0, but you can see so many things that are wrong. I saw the same thing against Arsenal. Of course, we have to improve set pieces, and we try it in the indoor stadium. We spend there a lot of times, but then we need time to think about things. We don't have time to train sometimes our structure. We're past one. We have one game, the next recovery, and then the other game we have to prepare for the next opponent. So it's really hard to manage everything. But I feel when I see the team, we are improving in some certain aspects.
No doubt about it. Some players have improved in that, but it's too early to say yet, really. There's been any massive improvements, isn't there? I mean, let's get an narrative right here. Ruben Amorim has only really come through the door, so we cannot judge yet, people. Absolutely not.
You obviously squad and the players coming back and they get themselves fit now. Are you learning about the players every single day, or are you learning more on a match day? Because you're changing the squad rotation quite a lot at the moment. Are you learning about your players moving forward of who you can trust on a weekly?
This is the thing, squad rotation. Ruben Amorim has come out and says that he is willing to rotate the squad. So that's interesting. It looks like he wants to give everyone a chance, where he wasn't given a pre-season, you see. Literally, this is why he is kind of experimenting with the squads, but this is why he should have been brought in at the start of the season, because he could have had a pre-season to experiment with the squad, but now he's not got a pre-season. He's had to do it during the season, which is so jarring and it's so annoying.
Yeah, I trust in every one of them. What I'm understanding in the training, in the games, and each position they play better. What kind of situation is better for you, one guy or to another?
Now, another thing is, like this back three and that, is it going to work, or should we scrap it and return back to playing the back four? I mean, it could work, but who knows? I just don't know, man. But I'm willing to give it a chance anyway.
These things I need to be close to them. I need to see the games in the dugout, as you say, not in TV. So I'm learning, and I think we as a staff are learning really fast what they are able to do or not. So we are trying to find out everything in a fast pace.
Hoyland and Swirsky are landing it, starting them both. I mean, Hoyland, he's not really set the world on fire, nor is Joshua Swirsky. To be honest, he hasn't set the world on fire. So it's like, what on earth can you do? You know, we need world class forwards, but yeah, this football club are not being willing to spend on the top class strikers. So unfortunately, this is why we've been struggling to score goals, because you cannot rely on Razas Hoyland and Josh Swirsky to do the job every week. But Mr. Joshy J, just get behind them. Just back Hoyland and Swirsky. Trust the process and get in the bin. I'll never trust the process, okay? Shall I tell you why I'll never trust the process? It's because I was born in 1992, you know, born before the days of social media. So I refuse to be drawn into trust the process bollocks. It's as simple as that. I hate trust the process, I really do. It can get in the bin, this trust the process. And besides, if you say trust the process, you literally sound like an Arsenal fan, don't you? If you say trust the process. And I don't want us to sound like Arsenal fans. Don't get me wrong, both Manchester United fans and Arsenal fans have very, very annoying fans in their fan bases. I mean, some of them are okay, but a majority of them in both camps talk absolute bollocks. And shall I tell you why? Because of social media. That's why. Honestly, it's ridiculous, man. Honestly. But seriously, it's the new Dennis Bergkamp. The new buzz on social media. Even Saeed just said it. Oh, get out here, man. Really? Is that what Saeed just said? Oh, my goodness me. That's laughable, man. Absolutely laughable. Wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Big up to every single one of you like and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. I mean, oh wow, unbelievable. But yep, Henry talks of bollocks, has been chatting rubbish about Arsenal yet again. No, as he likes to get zesty over rivals and that, it's like, get out here, man. I do not like YouTubers who like to get zesty over rivals. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. Honestly. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But, you know, if you do enjoy Manchester United's contents, make sure you're hitting the subscribe button, because I upload plenty of Manchester United content. And please subscribe as well to my Hotspot channel and F1 channel. Link is in the description to this video. And also you can find all the information to my channel membership. So if you wish to become a channel member today, you can find all the information pinned on top of the live chat. I have a level 1 and level 2 membership. So if you wish to become a member, you can choose what level you want. As I said, all the information pinned in the live chat and also in the description to this video as well. Ahmad is the new Lil Messi, apparently. It's like Ahmad is good, but come on, man. He's nowhere near the new Lil Messi. I mean, wow. What are we doing here? Seriously. Let's have a look. Henry talks football. Henry talks football. Here we go. Let's have a look. What's he been saying? What has he been saying? Oh, wow. Unbelievable. But yeah. Oh, no. Don't want that video. There you go. Like, Arsenal title hunt is on. Oh, I haven't watched this yet. Let's see if he's seen chatting any bollocks about my football club. Here we go.
Arsenal are back in the title race. Liverpool.
Okay, mate. Good one. Good one. Arsenal back in the title race, aren't they? I mean, what? They're still 7 points behind Liverpool. Get out here, man.
Draw 3-3 at St James's Park. Chelsea smashed Southampton 5-1. And Arsenal, with all of this going on, as well as Manchester City winning, and yes, I am wearing a retro Madrid jacket, if anyone's saying, got it out in Orlando. Arsenal have gone out there tonight, 2 brilliant set pieces, and won the game 2-0. If you're new to the channel, please do go down, drop a like if you haven't already. That would be greatly appreciated. And make sure you have subscribed to the channel. We are less than 400 away, I think, from 32,000. So let me know your thoughts down below on the Chelsea game, on Liverpool completely falling apart at the end, on Manchester City, and of course, Arsenal. So I think they're back in the title race. Now, I've said this while I was in Orlando in one of my kind of midweek videos, that I feel Arsenal are the team out there to catch Liverpool. Liverpool have been on an unbelievable run of games. They have destroyed everything in their path. They should have won tonight.
Yeah, I know, mate.
3-2 up and around the 83rd minute. I think it was Mo Salah's 26th goal contribution this season, which is nuts. But Arsenal went out there. They had a job to do while Manchester City, Liverpool and Chelsea and everyone else was playing. The whole world was watching. And Arsenal have gone out there, kept a clean sheet, got 3 points, scored twice, and are currently sitting just below Chelsea on goal difference in the Premier League. Now, there's a lot of conversations about Enzo Maresca kind of playing down Chelsea being in a title race, but 100%.
See, why are you talking about Chelsea when you're meant to talk about the Arsenal-Man United game? Absolutely ridiculous.
I think we can all confirm that Arsenal are in the race. And, I said, and I stand by it, that I think Arsenal are the side out there that will and potentially can catch Liverpool. They're both Arsenal and Chelsea are 2 points above.
Wait a second, you changed your tune, haven't you? You said a couple of weeks ago you think Liverpool will win the Premier League. Now, all of a sudden, because Liverpool dropped points, you think Arsenal's going to win the league. I mean, talk about a flip-flop merchant, honestly.
Manchester City. They played relatively well tonight. An interesting first half. No Gabriel, no problem. They still scored from a corner, 2 set-piece goals. And let's be honest, it was an Arsenal side that, no Gabriel, no Kivior, Zinchenko come into the lineup. Kivior come into the lineup, and yet they still got another clean sheet. This was the lineup they played. David Raya, Timber, Saliba, Kivior, Zinchenko. Odegaard, they look so much better with him back in the side. He leads the press. You know, he essentially makes them tick. He is one of the best number 10s in the Premier League right now and in world football. Everything goes through him. Thomas Partey, who, of course, set up Saliba's goal. Declan Rice, I think, had a pretty good game as well. Bukayo Saka, Gabriel Martinelli, and, of course, Kai Havertz. And Man United, this traditional kind of 3-4-2-1 lineup. Onana, a back three of Mazwari, Maguire, and De Ligt. And I think when Lenny Yoro is fully fit, he will come into this back three. Dalot, Malacia, you know, Mason Mount and Garnacho. Mason Mount's first game in, I can't remember the last time I actually saw him play a game of football. But it was a very, very, I don't want to say not a game of chess sort of football match, but it's no disrespect to Manchester United, but there was only one winner in this game, right? You look at the match stats, 14 shots to 5, 6 shots on target to 2. Man United.
Why don't you give us credit? Because, like, the way we're defending in the first half, honestly, no disrespect to Man United. Get the fuck out of here. Are you not going to give us credit the way we kept Arsenal quiet for like 45 minutes? I mean, what are we doing here, man? Seriously. What are we actually doing here?
I had a lot of possession in the first half. You know, I can't remember which Man United player had a decent chance. I don't want to say Dalot. It was around the 30th.
I think it was Dalot and De Ligt who had the best 2 chances in the game. Why don't you mention that?
Minute. Not a huge amount of action in the first half. You know, like I said, Man United had a lot of the ball. You know, it was kind of cagey. A bit of a, you know, I don't want to say it was a cautious Arsenal performance, but it was goalless at half time. Not, you know, I think it was Mason Mount who sliced it wide early on. Arsenal had a good chance from a corner. Thomas Partey kind of headed it, you know, down into the ground, wide of
I know, mate.
Post. Timber had a good chance as well, but there wasn't a huge amount.
You know, Ipswich and Palace, Bournemouth, you know, all got wins against Tottenham because Tottenham are absolutely useless. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. There is no consistency with them whatsoever. Shut up about my club, you fucking Spurs aid running. Yep. Bournemouth. Henry talks football is not confident about the Spurs game.
Second half, though, Arsenal took complete control of this game and I think were deserving winners. I don't really think anyone can come out and dispute that. You know, and everyone's, you know, criticised and said, oh, you're Stoke FC, come out and said that you're Burnley or whatever you want to, you know, say to discredit their amount of goals they've got from corners. But if it was that easy, why is everyone in the league not scoring the amount of goals that Arsenal score from corners or set pieces? Another 2 today. Gabriel scored a header against Sporting. I think they scored from a set piece against Forest. And, of course, they scored from a set piece, Gabriel, again against West Ham in the 5-2 win. And that's now 15 goals in the last 4 games from Arsenal.
Not confident
and it almost feels like,
Chelsea game on
last
Sunday.
season when they had this week out in Dubai and they come back and started putting everyone to the sword and blitzing teams left, right and centre. It almost kind of feels like that a little bit again. If we're being brutally honest, it's a good win for Arsenal. They've got winnable games coming up. I don't think they leave London until they play Brighton, which is in January. You know, the first goal comes from, you know, Odegaard feed to Martinelli on the edge. I think De Ligt made a decent block. Arsenal get a corner, which is swung to the near post by Declan Rice. And there is Timber, who rises high enough to make it 1-0. It doesn't matter if it's Gabriel, whether it's Saliba, whether it's Timber, whether it's Havertz. They are so good in the air. They've got so many aerially dominant players. And United brought on Xerxes and Marcus Rashford. I don't think that they absolutely destroyed Man United, but I do think they like I said, they were deserving winners. And of course, that David Raya made a great save from De Ligt. Arsenal brought on Trossard, Marino. Partey puts the ball into the box, and there is Saliba.
What about Onana? Are you going to mention that same what Onana did? Because he produced a very good save in the game. No, you're not, because you're going to carry on talking about Arsenal, aren't you?
Who puts it into the back of the net. And like I said, I don't think it was Arsenal's best performance of the season by any stretch of the imagination. However, they are 7 points away.
Yeah,
now.
you
The gap
should.
has dropped from 9 to 7. I brought out my Chelsea match reaction about an hour ago, and I was saying, are they now in a title race? That's going to be an interesting one.
I don't think so. I mean, no disrespect to Chelsea, but the goalkeepers and the defending not good enough. That is not going to win you a Premier League title. Let's get the narrative right here, people.
Debate from obviously the Chelsea fan base, and they probably will try to play it down a little bit, but Arsenal are 100% in the race. They've won 3 on the bounce. They scored 5 against Sporting, 5 against West Ham, 3 against Nottingham Forest, 2 against tonight. That's clean sheets against Forest and Man United in their last 4 games. And you look at the run of games they've got coming up, I do think Arsenal will go on a run now. I think Everton coming up, Fulham coming up. I'm gonna put my prediction out there that Arsenal will win their next 8 Premier League games. The next 8 games on here.
Wow, that's a bit ambitious, isn't it? You think Arsenal are going to win their next 8 games, do you? I mean, what I've seen of them this season, I'm not too convinced. I'm really not. Manchester United could be above Spurs by this weekend. Yep, we could be. We could well be, mate. Michael, do you think Chelsea will beat Spurs 3 points lane on Sunday? Shut up, Henry talks arse. No one is interested in your irrelevant channel. Yeah, another brown envelope, mate. You know why he's doing it? Because he's working with Terry Flowers.
I think they go down to Craven Cottage and beat Fulham. Of course, Fulham play tomorrow night as well, so Arsenal have 1 day's extra rest. I think they will beat Monaco at home. I think Everton at the moment, I think they won 4-0 tonight, but I just don't think they've got enough quality in there to go out and hurt Arsenal. And then they play Crystal Palace in the League Cup. This is Arsenal's best opportunity to go out and win silverware in a long, long time. Liverpool, Man United have got Spurs, Liverpool have got Southampton. It could be an Arsenal-Liverpool final, who knows? Then they play Crystal Palace again, Ipswich, Brentford and Brighton. I'm going to be honest, they win 8 out of 8 here. And if they do that, that would be 12 wins on the bounce. Only playing one of the big 6 as well. So you get...
See, I'm loving his overconfidence that he thinks Arsenal are going to win 8 games in a row. Mad, honestly, crazy.
To January after the Brighton game, and it's a completely different kettle of fish because you play Man United, you play, of course, we come to the Emirates in Spurs, you got Aston Villa, but I think it kind of feels like Arsenal will go on a run of games now. They're knowing when to blitz teams like Sporting and West Ham. They're knowing when to have a. And let's be honest, if Gabriel's on the pitch tonight, they might have had 2 or 3 more goals, but. I do think Arsenal are gaining confidence if they can keep winning games. And who knows if Liverpool go out there and for whatever reason drop points. We'll look at their fixtures shortly. But if they go out there and drop points as well, and Arsenal, pick up a couple of wins, all of a sudden the gap goes from 9 to 4 or 5. They've got some interesting games coming up, Liverpool. I do think they will be favourites and win a lot of the games. But they do play Spurs in their next 5 games. Now, we are a very interesting team because you never really know what sort of Tottenham team's going to go and turn up. If it's the Tottenham team that beat Aston Villa and Manchester City, we might beat Liverpool. But the Merseyside derby, the last Merseyside derby at Goodison Park, I do think Liverpool win, but...
Nah, at the moment, beat Liverpool, you got no chance. Literally, they're playing the best football in the league. Well, they weren't great against Newcastle, but do you honestly see yourself beating Liverpool? I don't, personally.
Don't necessarily think it'd be straightforward. And they've got Spurs, Girona. I think they'll heavily rotate because they're in such a good position in the Champions League. But look, you know, they have also got some other tough games in there. They've got Man United coming up. They've got Forest away, who have already beaten Liverpool this season, and Tottenham away, where they lost last year. So look, it's going to be a very, very interesting remainder of the title race. We are in the festival period where football is coming, you know, thick and fast. Of course, we play tomorrow against Bournemouth away, which is going to be a tough game.
And how did that go? Oh, yeah. Your side got beaten by the seaside town.
I'm not going to lie, I am not looking forward to it because I just know how Tottenham can be at times. We are so inconsistent. But let me know your thoughts down below. Do you think Arsenal are back in the title race? The points gap has gone from 9 to 7. And look, it wouldn't surprise me if we're sitting here in a month or so and the gap's now down to 4 points. And then all of a sudden...
Really? You say it's Liverpool to drop so many points, do you? It's like, just because you want Arsenal to win the league, you're meant to be a Tottenham fan, mate. What are we doing here? I think Chelsea will beat Spurs on Sunday. 3-1 Chelsea, I'm going. I think Arsenal will bottle the league, and I think Liverpool will win the League Cup this season. Yeah, possibly.
You know, all of a sudden we're in a situation where we're talking about one win could change absolutely everything. But do let me know your thoughts down below. Make sure you have subscribed to the channel, and I will see you all soon. Thank you for watching. I am...
honestly, he chats so much bollocks, honestly. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I mean, what are we doing here? Seriously, real talk, what are we actually doing here? I mean, you are meant to be a Tottenham fan, but yeah, you like to talk about Arsenal, Man United, Chelsea. It's like, why? Why do YouTubers do this for? Keep wanting to talk about rivals. Oh yeah, because they're in it for the money. Just likes, clicks, retweets, and all that jazz, really. It's ridiculous, man. Absolutely ridiculous. Let's get the narrative right here, people. Let's get it right. But, oh my goodness me, absolutely unbelievable. But let's have a listen to Talk United, shall we? Talk about United.
Welcome back to
She's done a preview for this game, the Nottingham Forest game. So let's see what she has to say. Nope. Absolutely not, Michael.
Talk about United. This is your match look ahead for Manchester United versus Nottingham Forest, and games are coming quick in December. And you know what? I'm loving it. I love when we have midweek games, weekend games. I love it. I want to see as much football.
I do. As a fan, I love that there's loads of football this time of year. I really do. I think it's absolutely fantastic.
As I can. And you know what? I think it's good because in terms of what Amorim's, going at the minute is in trying to, rotate these players, he's got a lot of chances to rotate. So I love it. It's really, getting Amorim stuck in fast. And
I do. I like the squad rotation because Amorim can see which players are good and which players are not so good.
You know what? I'm enjoying it so far. I'm really enjoying seeing how Amorim is kind of changing this team already. I mean, the tactics are coming in already, and it's great to see. Obviously, we did lose in the week against Arsenal 2-0, obviously conceded from 2 set pieces. Not ideal, of course. I think set pieces is one of the things that we know we need to work on anyway, in terms of us scoring from set pieces, but also
100%. Last season, we conceded a lot of goals from set pieces as well, because we weren't marking properly.
Defending and, more importantly, defending these set pieces. So obviously we've got Arsenal third round of FA Cup as well. So that's something that we can go into that match, thinking we need to improve. But look, Nottingham Forest, decent team. They are ranked, I think, 4th for their away record, which is interesting because I think one of the things as well, Manchester United often do struggle against Nottingham Forest. I think they...
Oh, yeah. I remember at times we do struggle against Forest, but they did play well against Manchester City, but half the time they couldn't convert.
2-0 up. The last time we played them, if I'm thinking correctly, before we scored. So look, Forest definitely have tactics. They definitely do have a game plan, which is often counter-attacking. Obviously, Anthony Elanga, Hudson-Odoi, they've got Chris Wood, Morgan Gibbs-White. These players are very good at counter-attacking, and that's what Nottingham Forest do. That's what they're more than likely going to do in this match.
Oh, hello.
They're not half bad at defense.
Good evening to you. Hello. Yep, I know who that is. I know who you are, mate. You changed your channel name. You're Kai. Wouldn't be surprised if we get beat by Forest. It wouldn't shock me, mate, to be honest. It's Kai. Yeah, I knew straight away by that picture. I knew who it was. Big up to you, mate. Thanks for joining me.
I think Forest are a very decent side. I really do. And the fact that, their away record is so good, it does worry me slightly because I think this is one of the games where we should be looking at it thinking it's Nottingham Forest, we should be winning. No judgment to Nottingham Forest because I don't think, we're miles above Nottingham Forest at all. I really don't. But I do think it is one of them teams that you can beat, and I think as Manchester United, I think we should be beating them. So I'm going into this match thinking,
oh, that's interesting,
this is one of the ones
mate.
that we need to win, and that we should win. And obviously, there's going to be probably more rotation under Amorim. That's obviously what we're seeing at the minute. Still, he's rotating. Although I say that, obviously, I'll get into my lineup in a minute. But he is starting to use some of the same players consistently now, which is interesting because this is exactly how I thought it'd plan out. And I seem to be proved right so far. That he's just testing out the waters right now. He is going to rotate these players, and it's interesting to see which ones he stopped rotating, and that he's kind of set in stone. Because one of them, I'm not sure I 100% agree with, but I'll get into that. But look, I quickly want to speak about obviously Luke Shaw as well, out with an injury. A big kind of, it's not even a big blow. I think.
Yeah, good, mate. Very good. Obviously, not happy with the news about Leclerc getting that penalty as a Ferrari fan, because that is literally probably blown any chance of us winning the Constructors, to be honest. So, yeah, I felt a bit deflated today, to be honest, since hearing that news. Fucking unbelievable. Amorim is brutally honest in his interviews. He is, mate. He talks a lot more sense than what the bald fraud does. I know, mate. What they could have done was say, right, as we're in the title fight, no penalty this weekend. Take the penalty in the start of next season. But nope. It's like the FIA like to be pricks about it. But it's in the regulations to get a penalty if you've exceeded the limit. Yes, I know it is, but I don't want the title decided this way. I want it decided with a fair fight.
It's just a typical disappointing end, hopefully, for Luke Shaw. And do you know what? I love Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw is one of my favourite players for Manchester United. He has been for ages. I really, really liked Luke Shaw. I loved him for England in that Euros, not obviously last year or this year. 2021? Love Luke Shaw, I really did, and I'm sad that he's injured all the time. Obviously, I don't think Luke Shaw's one of them players to kind of fake an injury necessarily.
To me, he's not quite been the same, to be honest, ever since sadly he suffered that broken leg at Luke Shaw. I mean, it's sad, it really is. It's such a shame, man. I mean, let's get the narrative right here. Amorim gets it. He knows which players are deadwoods. It only took him 1.5 weeks to figure it out. True.
I think he's trying, and he's just out injured all the time, and unfortunately for me.
Oh, no doubt about it. Luke Shaw is trying. I have no doubt about that for a second, but recently he's just been unlucky with the injuries he's getting. Which, yeah, it is what it is, man.
That is the sign that he needs to go, and I think he should have gone in the summer, and we should have brought in another left back. Obviously, it was all a bit up in the air with managers in the summer, so I feel like that's possibly why we didn't bring in a left back. But going forward, that is something that needs to be worked on. And yeah, I think Luke Shaw is probably time's up in the summer, which is disappointing. But I just quickly wanted to kind of touch on that. Obviously, like I said, Nottingham Forest, they're going to come.
Nice looking woman. Just a shame she supports Manchester United. Do you like her, Josh CJ? I mean, listening to her videos, yes. That's all, mate. Everyone stormed her League show, but it's not his fault. He had a devastating injury. True, mate. True. Like I said, he probably hasn't been the same since he's had that injury.
Attacking this match. Obviously, at Manchester United, we should have home advantage, but Nottingham Forest are good away from home. I'm going to get into starting lineups. Onana is going to be in goal for me. Now, sort of my back three, back five, let's call it. I am going to play Mazraoui on that kind of left wing back position, and I'm going to play Ahmad on that right wing back position, because I think Delot didn't have. I think Delot is still. I don't think Delot's been in great form recently. So for me, I want Ahmad back in this team 100%. Ahmad.
I agree. Not like it, literally. Have you got these subscribers? You was on 1.3k followers. Yes, I do, mate. You know, in the last few days or so, I gained 4 subscribers. So yeah, I'm very happy about that. He's like Shaw. He's out all the time, but what do you do? He's bloody leg in half at least. He's had a long career.
For me, Ahmad should be one of these players who is not being rotated anymore. I think Ahmad has earned his place for this right wing back position, or if not that position, he's earned his place in this.
Oh, Ahmad needs to be a regular starter. I mean, let's get an everything right here, people, yeah? How many times were we crying out for Ahmad to start under Erik ten Hag? And there you have it. This is why he should have been starting matches, because he lands the damn minerals, Ahmad.
Team somewhere, 100%. So I would be starting Ahmad. He just offers so much for us. And
would you sell Shaw next summer? I mean, it just depends how fit he stays this season, I think. Ten Hag not playing Ahmad is disgusting. I know, Kai. Disgraceful, mate.
He's such a good attacker. Why wouldn't you want this attacking player on your pitch? I don't know. I don't understand it. I think Ahmad 100% should play this match, and I think he should have a consistent place in this team and Amorim. And then Mazraoui, obviously Mazraoui's been absolutely phenomenal for us. Obviously, he's kind of been playing that right. Out of the back three, he's kind of playing that right position. But I am going to throw in Lenny Yoro now. Is this a risk? Maybe. Yoro's just come back from injury, and we saw Yoro pre-season.
Yoro, I think it's a bit too soon to start Lenny Yoro yet. Maybe get him off the bench again. Maybe he can start matches in a couple games' time if he plays well or something. But you rush him back in the starting lineup too soon, he's going to pick up an injury again, isn't he? Ten Hag is the audacity to start 21-figure spinner over Ahmad to disrespect. Yeah, but I agree. Maguire stays in numbers. Euro and Goodwill are coming through.
And then got injured. And then obviously we saw him against Arsenal. I think his stats against Arsenal when he came on, very, very good. 100% aerial duels won, which is something that I looked at in particular because I think that is something that we do struggle with at Manchester United quite a bit. So the fact that he came on and did that,
I think that's very, very good. You know, we need the height. We need the height in the box. 100%. I'd be playing Euro, and if he has to come off at half time, I don't mind. But I'd give Euro a start. I really would, and that kind of allows Euro to come in, but also still keeping Mazraoui in this team, because I think Mazraoui is one of the players that is becoming a consistent player under Amorim.
100%. You got to carry on playing Mazraoui. Literally, he has been the star player so far. Out of all the new signings, I honestly believe he's been the star player.
And I'd be playing Mazraoui on that left. And I think Mazraoui is very versatile. I think he can play, you know, any of them defensive positions and deliver a good performance. 100%, I'll be having him in my team. And also in that back three, I'm going to throw in De Ligt again, another consistent player now, and Martinez. Obviously, Martinez and Mainu both weren't available in the week because of they were banned from the match because of too many yellow cards. But I'm going to be starting both of them. I think in terms of rotation as well, it probably, you know, if they did rest in the week, it would be right to play both of these players tomorrow night. So, yeah, I'm going to play Martinez, and then let's move to midfield. Obviously, mainly, like I just said, and I'm going to play Ugarte. I thought Ugarte had a good game against Arsenal. No reason why he shouldn't be, you know, carrying on. Of course, you've got Casemiro you can play. You've got Eriksen.
Pop in, stay high, mate. Gonna go to bed. Work in the morning.
Forest. You know what? I don't think we should be
too.
Thinking Forest are just gonna, you know, we're not gonna beat them easily, because it's not gonna happen. We need to be defensive in the midfield, cut them down when they're counter-attacking, and I think mainly when Ugarte work very well together, what I've seen so far, and yeah, 100% I'll be playing them two players. Then I'm gonna play Rashford and Bruno. Bruno is the consistent player who I'm not 100% sure on. I'm never sure on Bruno. Bruno does some really good stuff. Obviously, he's the captain, but I just think against Arsenal, I just didn't think he was very good. And for me, it's like, what do these managers see in Bruno? I understand that Bruno is a good player. He is a good player, but for me, he does a lot of wrong stuff that I'm like, how is he the consistent one? You know, why not give Bruno a rest, throw in Mount and play Rashford as well? You know, I'd like to see that. Give Bruno a rest in this match. He doesn't need to play this match. Switch it around. Let's throw in Mount, because I'd like to see Mount a little bit in this game. I don't think he'll start.
I think the chances of dropping the captain, number 8, are very, very slim, to be honest. He's literally a regular starter.
Maybe he will. I don't think he will, because I think Rashford is going to start. If Rashford doesn't start, I'd be surprised. But obviously, you can throw in Garnacho, you can throw in Mount. I really don't know. You've also got Anthony on the bench. So Anthony, you know, is likely, you know, he could play this match. He's definitely, I'd be surprised if he didn't get any minutes in this match. So I definitely think these players will either come on or start. Well, obviously one of them's going to start, but I'm going to go with Rashford and Bruno. But look, I don't know. Like I said, Amorim's still figuring it all out. And then I'm going to play Højlund up front. You can throw in Xerxes if you want. I think, to be honest, I don't know who Amorim's going to play. I guess it's Xerxes' turn if we're rotating, but I just think for me, Højlund is the obvious answer out of them two. Of course, I want to see Xerxes get into this team, but I do think Højlund's...
I think, as it stands at the moment, Razas is definitely the better option to start than Sirski. I've not seen enough from Sirski yet. I really haven't. And Højlund has not been great either.
Just that little bit over Xerxes. And attacking wise, you know, we are going to have to attack in this match 100%. I will assume that we're going to have majority possession. I hope that we have majority possession. And look, I'm just hoping this match we can create some good chances. We can attack good. You know, I want to see some good attacking. I really want to see some goals in this match. Obviously, not scoring in the week kind of makes me more eager to see these goals come. And look, I really hope it's a good match. I really hope we get the win. Like I said, this is one of the matches where we should be winning. I hope we're going to win, and we'll all be very happy if we win. It's one of the matches. Saturday night, 5:30 kickoff. I like a Saturday night match. I really do. And do you know what? I always like seeing.
I do. You know, recently we've been playing quite a bit on the Sunday, so it's nice to have a Saturday match again.
Nottingham Forest, because I feel like we've just kind of got the edge on Forest, but I do think they offer a a good match. And look, it'd be stupid for me to just go into this match thinking we're going to win, because I don't think that, because that's just not the case. You know, Forest will put up a fight; they'll want the win as well. We've just got to want it harder. And look, we're at home, Old Trafford atmosphere. Let's do it. Let's win it. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like this video, please do give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. And let me know in the comments who you want to see in your starting lineup. Would you start Euro? Thoughts on Shaw's injury? Let me know your comments down below, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.
I mean, wow, she talks so good. Very knowledgeable as well. She knows a lot about the football club, but that's for sure. And make sure you're subscribing to Talk Out United. Fantastic YouTube channel, honestly. Go and show her the support, yeah? Make sure you're subscribing to her. Brilliant, and right. But back to the game against Forest. I think it will be tough. I think it'll be a real tough game, to be honest, for Manchester United, because Forest would be looking to bounce back after defeat against Manchester City midweek, and will be looking to bounce back after the defeat to Arsenal. It's who wants it the most. But yeah, my score prediction, ongoing win with a 3-1 victory to Manchester United. I always feel that. No, I haven't, mate. I still watch her sometimes. But yeah, I feel with Manchester United, we are capable of conceding 1 goal at least. Yes, I know Onana's playing well, but I see the defending sometimes, and it makes you a bit edgy and nervous. So that's why I think, unfortunately, we will concede a goal against Forest. And of course, they have Hansi Alanga, don't they? I mean, let's get the narrative right here. Ex-Manchester United player who's very fast on the ball, so he will be a danger man. Chris Woods as well. He obviously played against Man City the other night, and he missed a couple of opportunities, just like what happened near the end of last season against Man City. Literally missed so many chances as well. It's like Chris Woods just cannot seem to score against Manchester City. It's mad, it really is. But Nuno Santo and Forest this season doing a decent job, but they have been on a bit of a slump recently, Forest, after a strong start to the season. But Forest away record is decent. So even though Manchester United in a home side, yeah, Forest will make it very, very tricky for us. But Manchester United, we know what we need to do. We know we just need to play well and get over the line. It's as simple as that. But, big up to every single one of you who's live and locked in this evening. Much appreciated. If you're new to our YouTube channel, why not consider hitting the subscribe button? And please subscribe as well to our F1 channel, and football channel. Links are in the description to this video, and also you can find information if you wish to become a channel member. I have a level 1 and level 2 membership, so if you wish to join today, you can select what level you want. Obviously, level 1, you get members like early access videos, so if you are a member, you can see videos before anyone else. And also, literally, level 2 membership, you get members only videos, members only live streams. So choose what level you want. What are you doing on Christmas Day? Just spending time with my family, mate, staying at my parents' house. Yeah, having Christmas dinner with my parents and my 2 sisters as well. So yeah, it should be good. But, YouTube videos, I will still be uploading every day, but I might not be able to stream every day, do like the usual emergency meetings and that. But if I can, then I will. But normal match reaction videos, absolutely, we will carry on with those. But yeah, you know, I'm not one for partying and that over Christmas. I just like a nice chilled out Christmas, to be honest. What are your plans, mate? What are you up to on Christmas? But yeah, pretty much that's what I'm going to be doing then. Boxing Day, we're going to be having a feast and watching the Premier League games like what I do every year. Right, let's have a look. Let's see who's lying. Is there anyone lying who I like? Let's have a look. Who's lying who I like? Let's have a look if there's anyone lying who I like. Choo-choo-choo-choo. Well, it's his families. Make sure you appreciate them, mate. Yep, I agree. 100%, mate. Sounds like who's lying who I like. Oh, get out here, man. Did not ask for that. Sound like. Let's go with Flying Pig United Gaming, shall we? Good old Flying Pig United. We're going to redirect to Flying Pig United. He's currently doing some FC25 on his gaming channel. So, yeah, we'll go with him, Flying Pig United Gaming. So make sure when you head over to his channel, you put Mr. Joshy J Raid or Mr. Joshy J sent you over here. But yeah, looking forward to my really it should be quite a good game of football in this Forest game. I'll be back tomorrow with a match reaction to the game, and then I'll be doing an emergency meeting. Yeah, Boxing Day, going to be watching the football and, yeah, just chilling out, really, mate. Nothing really too particularly special, but it's still going to carry on posting videos every day, which I do, because I do on here on my main channel. I post every single day, because the best and never rest. Right here on my main. Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I am wrapping this up now. Like I said, we are redirecting to Flying Pig United Gaming. So go and show them some love, yeah? Cheers for watching, everyone. Good night. Yeah, if I can, only if I can, Day Night 14. I might be busy, but I will do my best.